Was good. What's good, everybody? So we are doing all signs, what to expect, general messages. Okay. Sorry it's a little bit late tonight, but I had a nap, so we're good over here. We're good over here. Okay. All right. What's good, Maya, Ariel, the ladies of iTalk, Angel Rodriguez. All right. So going from Aries right down through to Pisces. See what y'all can expect. What's good, Sonia, Maya, Mimi, Patty, hey girl, FG McCreds. All right. Aries. What's good, tacos and welding, Aaron? What do we have for Aries? What can Aries expect? Two more. What can Aries expect this week, universe? Spirits and guides. Three shuffles. All right, so your overall energy this week, Aries, we have the Nine of Swords and the Lovers in reverse, the Justice in reverse. So I feel like you're definitely battling something that you're aware about in the mind space this week. I don't know, let's see. Well, Aries, I feel like this week you're becoming aware of something that is just, to be quite honest with you, no longer inspiring you, maybe feeling, for those of you where you are dealing with a particular person, whether it's intimate or not, you may feel like someone is just not supporting you, or you feel like there's something that is not really connecting with you or resonating with you. And I feel like you're really challenged this week because you are aware that something is not working. Something isn't, whether it's intimate, whether it's a business, there's something here where you're very clear that you don't want to deal with this anymore. However, with that Lovers in reverse, Justice in reverse, Nine of Swords, it's also causing you to acknowledge how you yourself are playing into something that you don't even want, and potentially things that you may need to do to alleviate this stress or alleviate this mental conflict. Because yeah, I feel like you're perceiving something to be almost a dead-end road. You're perceiving something to be not really in favor of your spirit or in favor of anything that's going to do you any good. However, it is also pushing you into somewhat of an ego death or somewhat of a personal change. Okay. And I feel like you're having a hard time taking accountability for this misaligned space that you're in, or for even a connection that you're feeling, or a situation that maybe you were exploring or pursuing for quite some time that you feel is no longer working for you. I feel like there's a lot of overthinking, stressing happening for you this week, because you're aware the only way that you can make some type of change is if you yourself do something about it. Okay. And I feel like you're having a hard time doing that. So I would be careful with letting your thoughts and anxiety override you this week, because you may be quite disconnected this week because you're having a hard time living in your truth, and you're having a hard time acknowledging and making any type of final decision on anything. So what's that Knight of Cups in reverse? Hangman in reverse. Yeah, a lot of you, there's just a lack of interest to pursue something anymore, or it's like you're not really inspired by it, or you feel like it's not really going anywhere. Some of you, I would be careful if you are dealing with matters of the heart, or or other people, I would be careful with letting anybody get under your skin this week, because some of you guys may have someone that is quite triggering for you this week, or you're letting them get in your head, okay? Whether they're just very in a note, whether they're, you know, a hypocrite, whether they're trying to put everything on you. There may be someone this week that is quite triggering for you. Who or what is this? The Devil in reverse. Could be a Capricorn. The Judgment in reverse. So this could be, if this is a person, this is someone that is trying to reassert control. They're trying to deflect something here by making poor judgments or accusations or assumptions on you. So a lot of you, I would beware of letting anybody get under your skin this week. Because yeah, I do feel like for those of you that were intimately involved with someone, there may be someone here that's trying to reassert control or get some type of power in the situation by, you know, honestly just driving you nuts or assuming a lot about you or trying to make you out to be someone you're not, or just making poor judgments. And if that's the case, you may just want to completely cut that off energetically and focus on more so what's in your control, because yeah, there may be a lot of anxiety in that regard. But if you're not dealing with anybody specific, this is just you feeling uninspired this week, and you may go into detach mode or you may disassociate, okay, because you're having a hard time seeing a situation clearly or taking accountability in the way that you would need to get out of a situation. Some of you guys are being super hard on yourself, or you're being your biggest critic this week as well. So when you find yourself being a critic on yourself to the point where it's numbing or to the point where it's not useful in any way, you really need to try to hone in on things that are in your control or things that you can do to contradict that negative assumption about yourself. Okay. So yeah, you may be quite detached this week. And yeah, I would be very careful with letting anybody mess with you this week or completely fuck up your day or fuck up your week, because there is someone here that may, if you are dealing with a person, there is someone that is likely going to try to get under your skin. But if this is more personal, Aries, this is just you becoming aware of everything that you can't stand about your life right now. You know, and it may be forcing you into some type of shift, or it's like the only way to get around it is go through some type of ego death or transform your life in some way. Now, was that today? I believe that was today. We had some type of astrology placement going on that gave people this like oomph or this motivation to really acknowledge things, to do something in a drastic way to change our life. Was it Black Moon Lilith conjunct something, or square, or moon square Black Moon Lilith? I don't know. I seen Patrick's video this morning, Patrick Arundel, but there could be something here where you're really acknowledging if you want to move past something or get to where you really want to be, you're going to have to make changes, but you seem to be numb to whatever changes need to be made. It's almost like you're battling with yourself in the mind space. So now let's see. Give me an oracle for Aries. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, though. We also have Pisces, Virgo, Leo, Gemini, and Libra. So we do have take the next step now, and we also have self-care, and that's like perfect for you guys this week. That's kind of what I was talking about. Like, you are in a space where you can see past your current situation, but it's just a matter of needing to do your part and make those tough decisions, or just honestly just focus on yourself and contradict those negative thoughts with things that can transmute that energy. Use the stress, use the negative thinking towards something more productive for yourself that can make you feel better about yourself. And again, this week, it's really recommended that you embrace a lot of self-care, see past your current situation, even if you're dealing with, you know, a dink, okay, in the love matters, or just someone that's driving you crazy. This is about gaining the strength to see past that situation and not allow it to impact, you know, what you're doing from day to day. Okay, so yeah, I hope that helped you. All right. I'm not saying to ignore your negative thoughts. It's very much, Nine of Swords is actually putting us, you know, right behind. It's like the exit. It's the exit to the freeway, to change, to allowing things to come to an end, to allow things to change. It's pre-ascension type of energy, but it's also needing to acknowledge those swords of truth under the rug, which is really, really difficult and can be numbing. And oftentimes people can disassociate when that happens. And with that Devil in reverse and the Judgment in reverse, you may be tempted to just disassociate this week. All right. All right, Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? What can Taurus expect this week? What's good Red Ski Righteous readings? Black Moon Lilith in Libra. Yeah, and I believe it was square the moon. Ace of Wands just showed its face, Taurus. 3 more. What can Taurus expect this week? Three shuffles. So your overall energy this week, Taurus, we have the Three of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Nice. All right, so Taurus, I'm going to read it if you're dealing with someone or if you're not dealing with someone, so just keep that in mind. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, Taurus, if you are dealing with someone, whether it's family, whether it's a lover, there does seem to be a lot of communication here between you and someone else. You're in a space where you seem to be inspired to heal a situation or reconcile or let bygones be bygones type of thing, because you're quite excited with, honestly, the amount of communication, or someone seems to be trying to move something forward with you. And whoever this person is, they're coming from a place of thinking quite irrationally. They're coming from a place of feeling oppressed because they don't really know where things are going. They're lacking direction in regards to the two of you, to be quite honest with you, or in regards to issues. If it is a family situation, there may be someone that is trying to make amends with you, but they're also feeling like there's certain elements they don't have control over, whether there's a distance, whether, you know, they feel as though you are lacking tolerance for them or a situation because of certain issues that may have, you know, risen between the two of you. But I feel like there's someone here that is trying to gain some type of closure here with you or move things forward. And you seem to be in a space where you are inspired to go with the, you know, go with it. It seems to be like you're inspired to let go of some type of betrayal and heal a situation and move something forward. On a personal level, Taurus, on a personal level, you're really feeling quite good this week. There seems to be a lot of bullshit that you are clearing out of your energy space. There seems to be this energy where you're ready to move, you're ready to do stuff, you're ready to be proactive. I feel like there's a lot of healing happening for you. There's a lot of clearing of your own energy and your own pain and things that may have been keeping you oppressed and restricting yourself or isolating yourself. You seem to be letting go of a lot of bullshit or feeling some sense of like inspiration to just get up and go, get up and, you know, clean your hose, get up and go to the gym, get up and go on a trip. It seems to be like there's this a lot of activity happening for you this week. You're feeling good, you're feeling more energized. And for those of you where this is more of a personal thing, could be both as well, apply it however you need to apply it. You may be also in a space where you're trying to work on your own issues with focus, your own issues where you lose control in your life when it comes to not applying your own knowledge or not applying discipline when it comes from day to day. So some of you guys are trying to move past or heal your own issues you have with a lack of focus, or with not really having the right structure from day to day, or something like that. Because you may feel as though you kind of got sidetracked with some things here, but you're also becoming aware of how you can fix that. And it's almost like this week you seem to be inspired to move past something, that almost work on your own traits that you may feel are almost sabotaging for you. You may also be finishing up some projects this week. And for those of you that has been meaning to do some paperwork, or you've been meaning to finish some type of project, or you've been meaning to finish something, there does seem to be something that you're finishing or completing this week, which is also making you feel good, because that could have been quite oppressive for you for quite some time. It's just always been in the back of your head. So for a lot of you, you're just in a space where you're feeling good. You may be more receptive and open even to people coming into your life, because there's seems to be something here you're wrapping up or finishing. Just give me one more in that world. Ten of Swords, Ace of Wands. Well, if this is a personal matter, this is something that has taken a long time to finish, or you've been having a hard time coping. You've been having a hard time potentially taking initiative. For some of you, this is just you honestly needing to just get something done, or finally do something. I know it's really vague, but it kind of feels like you may have been thinking irrationally about how hard something would be to finish, or how hard of a task would be. Even if you've just been putting off some type of, errand or something that you needed to do, it's almost like you're recognizing that you couldn't go any further until you got something done. And you seem to be finishing that this week. Now, for those of you dealing with a specific person, this is someone that is trying to gain closure between the two of you, or, start from fresh. Now, they may be coming in quite, they may be coming in expressing the fact that they don't really know how to communicate with you, or they don't know how to talk to you. They may be coming in almost somewhat playing victim in the situation. I don't really feel like it's for manipulation. It's more so someone that doesn't really know how to rekindle something with you or take initiative. And there seems to be, again, someone that may be thinking irrationally when it comes to communicating with you, but you're in a space of kind of easing. It's almost like someone is finding it easier to talk to you the more you talk, because of how open or receptive you are to their communication. And things seem to be a success in that regard, especially when it comes to letting bygones be bygones. Okay. So, but a lot of you, I feel like you're kind of getting on top of your own issues with just getting something done. But you're feeling really energized this week, and inspired and light. And there's a lot of communication incoming, and, just give me one more on the Eight of Wands for a person, the Strength card. Some of you guys are receiving communication from a Leo, or you're quite excited because you're receiving communication from someone that you seem to be willing to conclude something with, or show compassion to, or you may feel like you need to be the bigger person by biting your tongue on certain things to move something forward, and you seem to be inspired to do that. On a personal level, a lot of you guys are just gaining strength and confidence to move things forward in your own life. And again, you're feeling good about yourself. Okay, so we do have gracefully aging, career, dietary changes. Sorry, these cards are kind of vague. I've been meaning to get a better Oracle deck. I have lots of Oracle decks, but where's that other one? I was kind of considering using it, but that's okay. But, you know, you could be very career focused, or you're focused on, you know, being more mature about how you handle things this week. A lot of you guys could be making changes to your diet as well. There you go. You could be dealing with a Cancer. We have Leo. Some of you guys may have a more classy energy to yourself this week just because you do feel good about yourself. And when we feel good about ourselves, we're a little bit more, we find it more easy sometimes to handle things. If that makes sense. All right, Gemini. Let's get a hike in the dream. Not yet, no. Let's get Ankita. Traveling Dancing Queen. All right, Gemini. Two more. What can Gemini expect this week? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you this week, Gemini, we have the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. That's a really, really nice energy. Okay. Queen of Cups, Lovers in reverse. Okay. All right, so I'll read it if you're dealing with someone and if you're not dealing with someone. But Gemini, for a lot of you, High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, you're in a very good space this week. You're in a space where you may be keeping a lot to yourself. You're trying to see how something plays out, or you're trying to, how do you say? It's like you're keeping a lot to yourself this week, okay? Your instincts are telling you something here, but you're not really acting on it. You may be waiting, okay? But your instincts are telling you something here, and I feel like you may be in a space this week as well where you're nurturing yourself, you're nurturing your own emotional needs, you're being in tune to your own emotional needs. If you are dealing with anybody, you seem to be being very mature, or you're trying to be emotionally mature about a situation. But some of you guys are in a space where you're like less is more type of energy. You're not saying too much. You're trying to trust your intuition. You're trying to be more sacred with your thoughts and feelings. And for a lot of you, for those of you that are on the verge of making some type of choice, because for the situation, Gemini, a lot of you guys are reevaluating your investments or reevaluating what's worth your time, whether that's in work or love or whatever it may be. You're kind of in a space where you're kind of trying to get understanding on a current situation that you may have been investing into, and you're kind of asking yourself, okay, is this really worth the return? Is this really worth the investment? Is this worth my time? And I feel like you may feel kind of stuck, feeling like you can't see something clearly this week. If you are dealing with a person, you do have someone that is pursuing you or being quite consistent in their efforts. However, you don't trust the situation fully, or you feel like there's misaligned values between the two of you. And I feel like you're finding it very confusing, because for those of you dealing with a specific person, Gemini, you do have a lot of love for this person, but you also either don't trust them, or you may not feel the connection as strongly as you once did, or there could be a difference in values between the two of you. So I feel like this week you're kind of sitting back and being in that High Priestess mode and trying to wait for some type of clarity, because with that Eight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, you don't really feel like you have the clarity you need to make any final decision, and you're trying to gain some type of clarity. But you're in a really good space. You're nurturing yourself this week. You're taking care of yourself. You're taking care of your feminine needs, even if you're a male. It's like you're being very graceful this week, Gemini. It's good. You seem to be remaining some sense of calm, okay, despite your confusion. And again, you're kind of taking a step back and asking yourself, is this really worth my time? Is this business worth my time? Is this paying me enough? Is this job, is this person really for me? It's like you're kind of reevaluating something. Give me a little bit more on the Seven of Pentacles with the Hermit and the Magician in reverse. Again, trying to gain enlightenment on whether something is a waste of your time. For those of you where this is business related, you may feel like you're not really using your skill or ability like you could. So you may be kind of having a whiteboard moment this week, okay? And asking yourself, you know, how can I really do things differently? Or how can I be in tune with what I can actually offer? Because I feel like you're aware that you're either not using your skill or ability like you could, okay? Or there's something here you're not pursuing when it comes to your resources or abilities that you can apply that you could. For those of you where it's a business matter and you're like, man, I really could be doing this. Why ain't I? The reason you're not is because you're either embarrassed or because you're overthinking something. You're limiting yourself. You're being in a self-imposed prison, constantly feeling the need to be cautious. But the good thing is, Gemini, is you're being patient. You're not making any rash decisions. Some of you guys are being hit with a lot of inspiration this week. This is like getting on the wave. You're feeling creative. You're feeling beautiful. You're feeling good about yourself overall. You just don't really trust your own decisions. You may be aware that even though I'm feeling good, or even though this inspires me, or even though I could pursue this person or continue with this person, whatever the situation is, you also feel like there's something off, okay? Whether that's within yourself or within the connection or opportunity. But yeah, a lot of you guys are becoming aware that you're becoming aware that you have skill, talent, ability, or resources that you could use to take something to an elevated level in regards to your money situation or business, but you're limiting yourself here. It's like you're being patient, you're waiting, you don't trust your own decisions. Okay, and for those of you dealing with a person, you do have someone that is heavily invested into you this week, Gemini, but you can't see past something. With that Eight of Swords, I feel like you're having a hard time seeing past what is this if Gemini is dealing with a person? Eight of Wands and the Strength in reverse. For some of you, you just feel like something is moving too quickly, okay? So for those of you dealing with a person, you may feel like, oh my God, this is scaring the shit out of me. Things are moving too quickly, and it's definitely triggering you or causing you to be fearful of the situation. I don't really feel like you're talking to this person about that. Some of you guys, if you're not actually with this person yet, you may have a lot of incoming communication. However, you're having a hard time knowing how to reciprocate to it. And you could not really trust this person on top of that. And even though there's emotions, or even though there's an energy where it's like you feel connected to this person in one way or another, you don't really know how to respond to some type of communication. Okay. You're definitely staying in your own lane this week, Gemini, with that High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. But you're also aware that the High Priestess can often kind of go within until she gains clarity, until it's like you're almost like aware that there's not something you're fully grasping, okay, within a connection or within a work situation, and you're trying to figure out what that missing piece is. And even though you're aware, okay, I've this skill or this skill, it's like I don't really know how to apply it. Or you're aware that, okay, even though I love this person or I care about this person, depending on whether it's intimate or not, it's like you're in a space of it's like you feel like it would be a waste of your time for whatever reason, and you're kind of just going through the situation the least destructive way as possible until you get that clarity. And with that Knight of Pentacles this week, you may be in a whiteboard moment week where you're reevaluating what you really want in your life, okay? So, and with that Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, that's a really nice, fun energy that Geminis probably love to be in. It's like you're in a space where it's like you're reevaluating what you want. You're getting a lot of downloads or inspiration, and it's like there's so much open. It's just like waiting to see what really fits, waiting to have that final, okay, this is right for me, or this person's right. It's like you're waiting for some type of like, you're waiting for things to fit, okay, or you're waiting for the right moment. So I feel like you're on the verge of some type of change, Gemini, but you may not really be fully aware of what that change is. And when it comes to your relationship matters or love matters, you're open to communication, or you're open to keep on keeping on with a situation. But in the same sense, it's giving you a lot of anxiety because you either feel like it's going too quickly, or you feel like, or there's something telling you that it's a waste of time, but you're not really sure. It's like you don't even trust your own choices in the situation. Okay, so you're being super cautious. You're not budging. Okay, and if you are dealing with a specific person, you may not really be giving them any decisive answers because you're just not sure. It's like, I don't know. You don't know. Give me an oracle for Gemini. You could be dealing with a Pisces. We also have Gemini, Virgo, and strong Gemini, and Leo. Let's see. Give me an oracle for Gemini. We do have a windfall. We also have grief work. So again, there's a lot coming to you at once, potentially. There could be a lot of communication as well, something happening really quickly. It's kind of like you're still in a room and there's so much going on around you. There seems to be a lot going on around you in your energy field, in your vicinity, when your relationships. But with grief work, Two of Cups in reverse. Some of you guys are trying to move on from something almost too quickly, but I feel like you're aware of that because grief work clarified with the Two of Cups in reverse. So there's still could be some type of disconnect that you're still grieving that is causing things to be a little bit chaotic for you. Or there's some type of partnership, or there's something here that came to an end in some way that you're still grieving. We have hobbies, join in, moving. So again, a lot of you guys, like I said earlier, when it comes to your work and your goals and personal, and when it comes to your personal plan, a lot of you guys are becoming aware of hobbies or interests that maybe you could pursue or do something with. And there's a lot of windfall and inspiration and communication, or even your own dialogue in regards to that. Join in, moving. Some of you guys, if you're dealing with a person, you could have an opportunity to move. Because this is saying, well, maybe that's what's scaring you. For those of you dealing with a specific person, even if you're already in a relationship, it's like they may be saying, they may be kind of putting something out there like, hey, let's move, or let's move in together, or let's move to a different place. And it's freaking you out. There's something freaking you out, or something moving too quickly even. So something's moving really quickly. Some of you guys are also aware that if you were to want to pursue some type of specific hobby, talent, or ability, you may have to move to get the better side of that. And that could be giving you anxiety too. But some of you guys are still grieving either, you know, you're grieving something that isn't working. I mean, give me one more on that grief work. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Well, this is just about either letting go of opportunities that just was undervaluing you, underpaying you, whatever it may be, or you're still having a hard time coming to terms with something that wasn't working. It could also be needing to take a look at your partnerships and who you're associated with and whether they're good for you overall. Again, this kind of feels like more so grieving partnerships or opportunities that maybe you had once desired to pursue, but you're also realizing it wasn't paying you enough, or wasn't valuing you enough, or whatever it may be. So there's a lot of windfall. There's a lot of downloads, inspiration. You're in a good space this week, Gemini, but you're kind of taking things super slow, and you may be in analysis paralysis mode when it comes to other people. And there may be like that moment of, because with joining and moving, for some of you, you may, if you were confused about a specific person, there may be an opportunity happening for you this week, Gemini, where someone's like, hey, let's move across the country, or hey, let's do this. And there's something here that's making you feel like, okay, it's crunch time. I need to make a decision. Like, it's almost like there could be something happening this week, Gemini, that's forcing you to not take things so slow. And it's putting you in a place of standing still even more so. You may stand still, and metaphorically speaking, to the point where it passes you. If that makes any sense. Or you may allow that to be your natural filter. For those of you that's been in a relationship with this person, or you've had history with this person, even if it's a family member, whatever it may be, there may be something occurring where you're intentionally standing still because you don't know how to address it. And it's almost like you're letting that be your natural filter. So, and if you are dealing with something new or a person, you may find someone is really persistent with you this week to the point where they even become quite frustrated because they may blame you for something, or blame you for not making a decision, or blame you for something here. And you're likely just kind of holding your guns when it comes to, or holding your instincts when it comes to just standing still. It's like you're standing still energetically. You're not really giving this person too much, and it may cause some frustration. But in the same sense, you feel like that's what you need to do. So you could be dealing with Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, and Leo. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right, Cancer. What do we have for Cancer? What can Cancer expect this week? I don't sleep well during full moons either. I find with this lunar eclipse, it was like I would go to sleep, but I couldn't stay asleep. Anybody else like that? And I also have, this eclipse was in Pisces, which is in my 12th house, and my dreams have been crazy, like absolutely crazy, to the point that it was kept waking me up and stuff like that. So I found I've been sleeping, but I can't sleep long, and then it leads me to be tired throughout the day. That's how I've been. I've been in a good space though. It's just my sleep's a little bit messed up, but that's definitely the lunar eclipse in Pisces. All right, 4 shuffles. 3 more. What do we have for Cancer? What can Cancer expect this week? Three shuffles. The 3 of Cups in reverse showed its face, Cancer. I'm not going to talk too much on that just yet. Okay, so overall energy, Cancer, we do have the Tower and the Empress. Hold on. 5 of Wands. So your overall energy, Tower, Empress, 5 of Wands. Well, Cancer, before I pull any more cards, that's a really powerful energy, okay? So I feel like y'all are unlocking the chains to your own restrictions this week is kind of what this feels like. I do feel like you're going to be in a little bit of a destructive energy this week, but it's not in vain, okay? This kind of feels like there's something here you're wanting to nurture, or there's a new business you're wanting to start. There's something here you're wanting to birth into existence. You may be also receiving support to do that, whether that's from colleagues, whether that's from certain people, whether that's from lovers. I don't know. It's like you seem to be receiving a lot of support to birth something into existence. Okay. But it's causing a lot of, it seems to be causing a lot of chaos within a family, or it's causing some drama. So it kind of feels, Cancer, for those of you that have been invested into a business, or you're desiring to invest into a situation, you are receiving a lot of support. You are receiving a lot of good feedback, good results from that. However, it does seem to be causing either jealousy, or it's creating some conflicting views within the family. It seems to be like you're doing something, or you're choosing to do something, and with that Tower, you're in a space of like, I don't give a fuck anymore. This is what I'm doing. This is what I want. This is what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to look into see a little bit more. I mean, what is Cancer doing? I didn't even pull the situation this week yet, so just give me a minute. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I like that. Fool in reverse. So for some of you, I feel like, I'm just going to be real with you. Some of you guys are returning to an ex, or there's an ex returning into your life, and family is not in agreement with that. Or some of you guys are kind of hit the lottery when it comes to overcoming some type of financial adversity or situation, but family is not liking how you're overcoming that. Like maybe you got a really good job, but you know, it's not a job that your family wanted you to get, or there's something conflicting, or there's even colleagues that are now in competition with you, or colleagues that are now jealous or trying to like stir the pot a little bit because you seem to be overcoming some type of financial adversity, or you're overcoming some type of hardship, but it seems to be like it's causing a shitstorm. It's causing a shitstorm within a family matter, or within people that are in your field of work, or it's causing some jealousy for those of you that head, you know, if it is a love situation, it could be creating some conflicting energies from other people. But you're in a space this week where it's like, I don't care, this is what I'm doing. Now, even though there seems to be a lot of people that's working against you in this endeavor, this business, some of you guys are finding out that you're pregnant as well, and that's creating a little bit of a shitstorm. Or again, some of you guys are returning to something, or someone's returning to you with that 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and it seems to be creating a shitstorm. But you're like, I don't give a fuck. I don't know what. Think what you want. So yeah, you are kind of in a destructive energy, but it doesn't seem to be in vain from your perspective. 7 of Swords, the Moon, and the High Priestess. Well, Moon and the High Priestess. This kind of feels, Cancer, like there's a lot of smoke and mirrors happening this week. To be quite honest with you, you could have been you could have caused a smoke and mirrors at some point in time, okay? Because there does seem to be a lot of underhanded comments here from the people around you, and you seem to be not really being fully transparent. This kind of feels like maybe you're getting back with an ex, and you may have said a lot of shit about this ex, but now you're getting back together. So it's like blah, blah, blah. And now these people are coming at you with, I thought this, I thought that. Or maybe you're, you know, maybe you're getting in touch with your sensuality, okay? Or, things that are just not of the norm or of the typical standard when it comes to making money, and people are having a problem with that. There seems to be something very strategic that you're doing, and it's kind of causing a lot of underhanded comments. It's causing a lot of drama. It's causing people to try to make you feel some type of way about yourself this week. But little do they know, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And again, some of you guys there could have been some type of deception somewhere along the line that caused this shitstorm, okay? Whatever that means for you. But either way, even if that's the case, you don't seem to be too bothered. But I feel like, Cancer, you're kind of trusting your instincts this week. You're trusting your intuition. You may also be this kind of gives me the vibe too, like you're aware that you're on the verge of some type of wish being fulfilled. You're on the verge of a dream coming true. When it comes to finances, when it comes to a new business, when it comes to finally you're pregnant, or when it comes to an ex returning for some of you, there's something here where it's like you may not have been very transparent about this, or maybe you low-key always wanted what's happening, but you haven't really been transparent, and maybe that's why it's kind of throwing your family or throwing your friends or people that seems to be very like, what the fuck? It seems something here seems to be throwing people for a loop, because maybe this has been something you've been keeping to yourself, where you haven't really told people about this person, or you haven't told people that, you know, the reason you're driving a Bentley is because, you know, you have an OF. I don't know. I'm just, please don't take it as a personal thing. But it seems to be like something is like, you're low-key like, you know, giving yourself a pat on the back, and other people feel like is something wrong with it. Okay. So I would expect things to kind of hit the fan this week when it comes to people having a problem with something that you're doing. Now, with that 5 of Wands, if there is a love situation happening, I would expect some drama, okay, because of jealousy or because of exes or something of that nature. Or if it is a work situation, I would expect you to be thriving and glowing and growing and receiving a lot of support and receiving a lot of attention. And it's creating some, it's kind of attracting people to compete with you. It's attracting people to be jealous of you. It's attracting people to, you're on the radar now, okay? People are seeing, and nobody pays attention until you're doing amazing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you're on the radar when it comes to your work, or when it comes to something you're pursuing. But yeah, for those of, a lot of you guys, there's something changing drastically, and you're in a space of like low-key like smirking, or low-key like you know you're being distracted, but you don't care, because this has always been what you wanted. There's something here, it's always been what you wanted. It's like you're getting your way. 7 of Swords can be like you are getting your way. You're getting away with something, or you're getting your way. This is always what you wanted. I feel like there's a dream being fulfilled here. What's any external influences? Temperance. Yeah, some of you guys could be working something out with someone, or this is like, just give me one more. King of Wands in reverse. Some of you guys are, well, some of you guys, sorry, I heard people aside, it distracted me. Some of you guys are working something out with this King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse can be an ex, okay, or it can be, now for those of you dealing with the person, of course, I'll read it both ways. But if you're dealing with the person, you seem to be working something out with someone that maybe was quite angry, or there was something here that caused some type of issue between the two of you. Temperance is like, okay, damage control or balancing something out after some type of discord or clash. And I feel like you're healing something or balancing something out with someone that, you know, just give me one more. For some of you, you're becoming aware of someone's lack of faith in the situation, potentially because of a difference in values, or there's something here where they feel like, okay, maybe that's not the wisest thing, but you're in a space of trying to ease the situation or calm the waters. But if you're not dealing with a person, this is honestly you healing your own confidence issues, okay, or healing your own maybe things that have been limiting you from taking initiative when it comes to business, when it comes to work. This is kind of like rejecting your traditional values, rejecting family values even. This is like rejecting traditional values to create. The temperance is all about creating. When we're in that temperance in reverse, our ability to create is inhibited by, you know, environmental issues, family, opinions, you know, things of that nature. And I feel like you're in a space of like going with the flow when it comes to your own lane, and you're overcoming your own confidence issues when it comes to things that maybe not the norm for you. And you're definitely rejecting traditional values. Okay. So yeah, you seem to be letting the tower fall. And you seem to be getting what you want. There's a dream coming true. I like it. It's good. It is a little bit destructive though, but it's like, again, it's not in vain at the same time. Sorry, I feel like I'm missing something, or I could get you guys something more. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Pearls. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. Give me an oracle for Cancer. Okay, so we do have grief work again, and be true to you. So some of you guys are letting go of an old way of being and bringing in the new. You're just kind of doing you. You're being true to you. Or if not, that's what you should do. Changing your mind. So some of you guys changing your mind about something. Tell me about the grief work. Ace of Cups in reverse. And the King of Cups. Some of you guys may be grieving something that was unrequited at some point in time, or this is just you working on maybe where you have sabotaged yourself because of a lack of self-love, essentially. Some of you guys are being your own therapist this week, or you're being your own mentor, you're being your own support system when it comes to certain aspects of your life that are causing a lot of sadness or repressed feelings, or causing you to feel restricted or stuck. So again, you may be grief work. Again, one more. What is Cancer grieving or letting go of? Eight of Swords in reverse. Again, this is just freeing yourself from self-limiting beliefs. Eight of Swords in reverse. Again, letting go of an old way of being, embracing a new. Be true to you. Changing your mind. Changing your mind. Oh. Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Death card. Well, Seven of Pentacles in reverse talks about not finishing what you started. So you could have been invested into something and you chose, do you know what, this isn't for me. This business, this job, this person. There could be something here that you're not really finishing what you started because of some type of new perspective or change in the way you view yourself or view what you truly want. There's something here that you're no longer finishing what you started, essentially. Because of some type of shift in perspective. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. We have Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, Sagittarius, Aries. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right. All right, so Leo. Three more. What can Leo expect this week? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Leo. Eight of Cups in reverse. Ten of Wands in reverse, and the Hierophant. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Judgment in reverse. Well, Leo, I mean, I feel like you guys are in a really good energy this week because the situation, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Judgment in reverse, though. So I feel like you guys are in a space of honestly getting your groove back, feeling good about yourself, taking care of yourself this week. There's a lot of energy being put into self-love, into investing in yourself, investing into your business, kind of reevaluating, okay, what's next for me? It's that type of energy. I would now there is some type of emotional situation here. I feel like there's someone here that's having a hard time moving on from you, or there's someone that is quite emotional. I mean, what's that Eight of Cups in reverse? Because I feel Five of Pentacles. There's someone here that feels out in the cold, or they feel now, I'll read it if you're not dealing with anybody, but for a lot of you, this is someone that's having a very difficult time moving on from you. And you may find this person to be quite emotional with you this week. Maybe it's coming off like they're almost begging for you back, or they're coming off with an aura of desperation, or it may feel that way. But with that Ten of Wands in reverse and the Hierophant, you may feel the need to be the bigger person in the situation. Now, I don't see you conforming to this person, but you are applying your awareness on this individual, or you're applying your awareness that you have on this individual or on yourself to not really make problems where they don't need to be. And it feels as though you may give someone advice. Some of you, if you're not dealing with an intimate thing, you're dealing with someone, or even your own financial stresses. There could be someone here going through some type of financial hardship, or you yourself are going through some type of financial hardship, and you're in a space where you're not really wanting to add. It kind of feels as though you're giving yourself advice, or you're giving someone else advice that is going through a rough time financially or health-wise. Some of you guys seem to be guiding someone here. Now, you could be just mentoring yourself, but there's definitely someone here that's struggling with something. And if it was an intimate thing, this is someone that is struggling with being left out in the cold, or struggling with, well, what am I going to do without you? How am I going to pay the bills without you? What, you're just going to leave me? Yes, that's what I'm doing. Yes, that's what you're doing. And I feel like you seem to be not too influenced by what this person is saying, or how you are being mature about the situation, but you're also not carrying burdens that are not yours to hold. So it's like, okay, I see you're struggling, and all I can really give you is advice. So I feel like you're in a space of giving someone advice. You see them struggling emotionally or financially or health-wise, and you're giving someone advice this week, but you're not emotionally getting involved. Okay. Some of you guys are literally leading something or teaching something in regards to health, in regards to finances as well. If that's the case, I would expect it to go quite well for you, and it may pay you quite well. But yeah, you're definitely not carrying burdens that aren't yours to hold. And again, if this is an individual thing, Leo, this is you taking responsibility for an insurmountable problem in regards to your health or in regards to your finances, and you're being wise and you're doing what needs to be done. Okay, so, and it's really that simple. Because yeah, as far as the situation, I feel like you guys may have either made a decision to be single, or separate yourself from a situation, or do things in a different way because of your health, or because of needing to care for yourself better. A lot of you guys are because for those of you that have left someone behind here, or you've decided to no longer entertain something, it's a final decision for you. It's very much final. You may find yourself being hard on yourself about it from time to time, but ultimately you're kind of staying put, you're not budging, and that's the decision that you've made. Okay. Some of you guys may also be tempted to invest in your business, or invest in a long-term plan for yourself this week, because you may be in a space where you're reevaluating where you see a business going, or where you see maybe you're rebranding, or there's something here that you may be making changes to in regards to your business, or in regards to your money situation, and you may be tempted to make some type of investment, or invest into that in some way in hopes to better that business. Okay. A lot of you guys may be investing into your health as well. Knight of Pentacles is like 6 of energy. So you may be making changes to your health or making changes to your routines, things of that nature. Or again, some of you guys are just giving someone else this advice, because there does seem to be someone else feeling some type of way about being left out in the cold or about health issues. And you may be in a space where you're kind of guiding someone down a better route, even though you seem to be keeping some level of boundaries with this person because you're not willing to, it's like you're not willing to hear them complain. It's a very tough love type of energy, but it's like you're being wise, or you're giving them the advice or wisdom you would give yourself. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going on for you. You're very grounded this week, Leo. And if there was issues or adversities that you had to overcome, you seem to be overcoming it quite well. Maybe being a slightly hard on yourself, but overall you're being persistent in your efforts to kind of make changes and change the future and change your own patterns. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is just you being cautious about getting too emotionally involved with someone that you're helping or someone that feels out in the cold. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Give me an oracle for Leo. Motivation. I'm gonna break your heart. I'm gonna be a motivation. The one Normani song. Okay. Motivation, religion and spirituality, hobbies. Take the next step now. So motivation, religion and spirituality, hobbies, take the next step now. A lot of you guys are very spiritual, or you've gained some level of understanding about how to approach something in a real way. So it's like a lot of you guys may be, again, teaching something, or you're motivating someone, or someone could be doing this to you potentially. But for a lot of you, Leo, I feel like you are motivating someone else, or the nature of how you are could be motivating someone else. Some of you guys may have been questioning, should you take the next step, or should you, do more classes, or teach more classes, or do more content. Or it's like there's something here where you may have the ability or knowledge or awareness to teach or guide people in regards to health or financial issues. And it's like, should you take the next step? Yes. Okay. This kind of feels like there's like some type of hobby or something of that nature that is elevating to the next level in a way that is actually helping you financially or helping your overall well-being. So some of you guys are coming out of a dark night of the soul too. Or again, you're helping someone else come out of a dark night of the soul. And again, this kind of feels like you motivating someone else. But now you guys are on a space where it's like you're moving on, or you're taking the next step. It's like you are, it's like you're moving on with yourself. It's like you're not staying put here. So, and religion and spirituality, again, with that Hierophant, it's like religion and spirituality could have a lot to do with your motives. So, sorry if that's vague, but you could be, yeah, all we have is Taurus. Money, you got mind on your money, money on your mind. So Taurus can represent income, but also values, and how our values can also source our income. Okay, so it's like some of you guys may be developing new sources or outlets of income. And it could be coming from a place of growth, or it's coming from a place of challenging your own or applying your own value system. Okay, something of that nature. I don't know. Moving on. There's people cursing outside. All right, Leo or Virgo. All right. Virgo. Hey, Spectral Spec. What can Virgo expect this week? Knight of Wands in reverse. Putting him back. All right. 4 more. What can Virgo expect this week? 2 more. Three shuffles. Overall energy for you this week, Virgo, we have the Ace of Wands and the Tower, 10 of Wands in reverse, the Devil card. All right. Well, Virgo, all right, Virgo, I feel like you're definitely motivated this week by some type of unexpected or unforeseen change. There's some type of tower moment happening for you that seems to be inspiring you to take initiative in a new direction. And I feel like this is all stemmed from some type of delayed news that's making you feel like someone played you, or making you feel like someone lied to you, making you feel like if I knew this a few months ago, maybe my decision would have been different, or something of that nature. There's some type of delayed news that you're receiving that is causing you to honestly just let the tower fall. What's this tower? What's Virgo letting the tower fall? King of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. Well, some of you feel manipulated, really. Some of you are fed up with someone feeling like they can push you around, or some of you guys are becoming fed up with someone's manipulative natures that are stemmed from them feeling some level of entitlement to you. Okay, whether that's in the workplace, in love, in friendships, whatever it may be. Because this week you're very hot-headed a little bit, like not in vain, but it's like this week you're very, it feels like anger. It feels like, man, I thought I could trust you. 5 of Swords, Page of Swords. It's like you're learning about something, or you're receiving delayed news about something that's kind of causing a lot of judgment on your part in regards to someone from your past, or a situation that you've been dealing with. So whether it's a relationship, a business partnership, something of that nature, it's like, okay, man, it feels like you're receiving some type of truth that if you knew this truth a couple weeks back, or a few months back, or however long, you wouldn't have even been working with this colleague, or you wouldn't have been in this relationship, or you wouldn't have got the surgery, or something like that. It's something of that nature. What's the Page of Swords? Five of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Some of you guys may be finding out that someone attempted to ruin your reputation here with someone, or someone may have been using some type of past situation or using their own emotional bias to taint someone's reputation. Because I feel like, let's just put it this way. You're either seeing a job opportunity, or you're seeing a situation, or you're finding out that someone caused some type of loss for you in work. Like maybe last week you had an email saying, oh, you got the job, and your partner didn't want you to see that, or something like that. It feels like you're finding out about some type of loss in regards to your reputation with someone, in regards to a job, in regards to schooling, something of that nature. And it's like, man, if I knew that, then things would be different. Something like that. Because it kind of feels like you're letting the tower fall when it comes to a person, someone that you may even low-key feel just doesn't have enough confidence to be with you. Like maybe it's a business partnership, and you feel like they let their insecurities cause them to just be more of a hater than anything. Okay, even if you're in a relationship with someone, it's like you're not really confident to commit to that relationship because you feel like someone is more of a hater than anything, or you feel like someone is very destructive when it comes to their level of entitlement they feel to you. And it's kind of making you nervous, actually, because you're learning about something that occurred in the past, and it's kind of causing you to reevaluate your direction that you're taking. Okay. Now, the good thing is we do have the Judgment. Now, we do have the Five of Swords too. So I feel like you're in a space of like appropriating placement when it comes to the people in your life. I feel like you're becoming aware of who you can trust and who you can't trust, who deserves you and who doesn't deserve you. The good thing is if there was some type of loss in the past when it comes to work, or when it comes to a person, when it comes to even if it's just a matter of maybe a partner or someone was really petty with you about you wanting to go to school or you wanting to work on something, you seem to be in a space of like, are you for real? I'm just trying to better myself, and you're going to try to find flaw in it or something like that. I feel like you're appropriating placement this week when it comes to the people that you thought you could trust and thought was there for you, that you're realizing is not there for you at all. And you seem to be standing your ground and defending yourself. And if there was some type of opportunity here, you know, with a job or with a person or with a collaboration or something of that nature, you seem to be, that opportunity does seem to still be there. But now you're in a space of like, well, now I don't know if I can trust you, or now I don't know if I should stay with this company, or something like that. Okay, maybe you're finding out your employer was talking shit to another company about you, or it's like something really petty. But whatever is occurring, that opportunity is still there, but you are appropriating placement this week for people. Okay, it's like you're redefining, again, you get what I'm saying. You're becoming aware of who you can trust and who you can't trust because of some type of delayed news that you're hearing. And what's even more annoying is you may not even be hearing it from the person that you thought you could trust or from the direct opportunity. You may be hearing it actually indirectly or from someone else completely. Okay, it's like you see someone at the store and it's like, yeah, we tried to call you, and it's like you didn't answer, or you're hearing something very indirectly. Okay, and you're quite angry, but you seem to be in a space of like being very motivated to take action. Because now the Tower comes in oftentimes when we've already been ignoring a lot of red flags. So if you were in a relationship, or if you were in a partnership or a work situationship or whatever, if you were wondering if you could really trust that person, there seems to be some type of Tower moment that's bringing you the clarity of like, no. But you're quite angry this week, but not in a way of like letting it destroy you, but you are you are not letting someone in your space anymore. Okay. So there does seem to be an opportunity. I mean, give me one more on that Judgment, Knight of Swords, and the Chariot. So there's some type of victory that you're receiving here when it comes to an opportunity, when it comes to work. However, if it was an opportunity in regards to work or with a person, at this point in time, because maybe they've been waiting on you to call back, or they've been waiting on you to message back, or they've been waiting for something here. At this point in time, Virgo, this person may be very direct. Okay. However, there is a victory here, or you do seem to be able to overcome some type of issue because you're acting quickly or communicating something quickly. But yeah, it kind of feels like delayed news of an opportunity you don't want to lose out on. And you do seem to be overcoming that. And for some of you, this is in regards to a vehicle too. I don't know, maybe there's something about a vehicle, or getting a vehicle, or traveling, moving. Maybe some of you guys are wanting to change your place. But there is some type of victory here. But you seem to be rushing in quite quickly to take control of the situation after hearing this new clarity or seeing something. Give me a little bit more on who this is that Virgo cannot trust anymore. 3 of Cups in reverse. For some of you, it's a sibling, a friend, or this is someone in your social circle, someone that may have started rumors. This is someone that basically was starting rumors, or someone in your social circle, a friend, a sibling. Basically someone that wasn't in direct, let's just put it this way, basically someone that wasn't in direct communication with whatever the fuck they were talking about, or they wasn't a direct gateway to that job. It's like someone that was on the outskirts looking in. One more. 3 Cups in reverse and the High Priestess. So Virgo, this is someone that may have, the High Priestess does have hidden info, or they do hold some level of knowledge. So this is someone that may have been using their knowledge on your desires, or knowledge on something to kind of cause shit. Okay. So even if it's just maybe your employer found out you were looking for another job and now they were trying to like ruin your reputation, or maybe your person low-key felt like you didn't want to be with them anymore, so they try to sabotage any new opportunity for you. Or maybe a friend low-key wanted your boyfriend, so they tried to sabotage you. It's that type of energy. It's someone that actually you may have trusted, or they may have had some type of hidden knowledge that used that knowledge to sabotage you in some way. That's who this is. And it's likely someone that's not in direct connection with whatever you were doing. It's likely a sibling, friend, someone in your social circle, someone that you would have never expected, or someone that just started rumors. Really? Maybe that's what you're finding out this week too. Maybe just someone just started rumors about you. I don't know. Let's see. Give me an oracle for Virgo. Either way, you're on top of this shit. Okay. It's not holding you down. Don't be stressed. You're becoming on top of this shit, but it is causing you to let the tower fall with that certain connection or relationship. Windfall. So holy shit. It's like that moment. Holy shit. What? Adult children. Now, adult children. So you could literally have adult children that this may be correlating with, in tune with, or this is just adults that act like children. Okay. Changes sobriety. So I feel like you're getting a sobered reality a little bit. Some of you guys may actually be becoming sober, and you may, some of you guys are sober or have become sober, and you feel like there's people in your group that are still talking behind your back, or still trying to hold your past against you, or maybe you feel like they're trying to be a bad influence on you even, or there's some type of sobered reality you have about adult children. Okay. And again, this is coming at you like a windfall. It's like, holy shit. Okay. It's kind of like that. I've been trusting the wrong people. Sorry if that's vague, but that's what I got. Okay. Now, there's a lot of secrets coming to the surface still. I mean, the lunar eclipse is in effect 5 days before and 5 days after the actual full moon. So we're still in that energy. So maybe you've already experienced this. I don't know, but yeah, it's crazy times, Virgo. Crazy times. You could be dealing with a Cancer. We have Aries, Scorpio, or Pisces. I know I had drama pop off this morning at fucking 5 in the morning. Wasn't expecting that. I was like, oh, there it is. There it is. That's annoying. I was kind of waiting for it. I was waiting for it, but I did. Not my relationship or anything, just outside. But yeah. I can't wait to find out who these people are. But hello, Rose. How are you? I'm doing really good. I'm good, doing good, Rose. It's always funny when people say, oh, it doesn't resonate with me. Like, you don't know. Like, things can change in an instant. Because, yeah. And that's my iced coffee I made. And it's pumpkin spice. It's pumpkin spice. I'm definitely feeling the pumpkin spice the past week or so. Watched any good movies lately? I haven't watched a movie since like January or February. And the last movie I watched was Cruella, which I really liked that movie. It was a good movie, I'm not gonna lie. I was in a girly mode where I wanted to watch like a girly movie. And it kind of gave me the same vibe as The Devil Wears Prada, which I love that movie too. I was like obsessed with The Devil Wears Prada. But Cruella, that movie, it gave me the same vibe. I liked it. It was nice. I was in the mood for it. I'm not normally in the mood for movies. Me and Junior are very different that way. Like, he can sit there and watch shows and movies, and I'm like, I don't get it. And I'll usually be doing something else around those or something. I get in Halloween time, I like get in the mode to watch like scary movies and stuff, but I just can't get into movies. I think it's because I do tarot, which like tarot is really just like entertaining. It's a movie. That's my entertainment in tarot. Or just whatever. Life's a movie. I don't want to watch it. I want to do it. Per se. I'm so ridiculous right now. Why must it have to be the woman with white bangs and dark hair? What do you mean? In regards to like Cruella? I don't know. I just love that movie. I found it really inspirational. I like the vibe of it. I get inspired by vibes, not necessarily direct like messages, but the vibe was very inspiring. I have a necklace that Junior got me after I watched that movie. It's the All-Seeing Eye, but it's from the movie Cruella. It's from the Cruella collection. And I love it. I just wish the chain was a bit longer because it like comes up to here, but it's from the Cruella collection. There's like a whole collection of Cruella jewelry, and they're really nice. Pumpkin spice bread. Such a vibe. Thank you, small TV girl. How did you know your talent to read? Did it scare you? I don't know. That's such like a tough question. I don't know. It just happened and I went with it. I've always, I think I might have had an easier time than some people because I have always kind of trusted my instincts on things. You know what I mean? So it's easy for me because I think like if you're going to do tarot, you have to be able to trust what is being like told to you essentially, or the message. You have to be able to trust exporting that message. And I've always had an easy time with that. But how did you know my talent? Like I said, I didn't really know. Like I knew, but I didn't, if that makes sense. it was over practice and then just doing reads for people, and I would practice a lot with other people. I don't know. I really don't know. I remember the first personal reading I did, the very first personal reading I did, I was super excited. I was like, oh my God, someone actually ordered personal for me. And I remember that night, the power actually went out. It was in the dead of winter. The power went out, but I still got it done. I went up to the spare room and I lit candles and I sent her personal. And she was my very first personal. And I remember the power went out. And anyways, I still did it. And then when she emailed me back, she couldn't believe it. Like, she was saying like how I said things that she didn't even bring up, and she was like blown away and all of this stuff. And it kind of blew me away because I was a little bit nervous because like things came up that she didn't necessarily mention. And that's another thing. Sometimes people order personals and they won't say if they're in a relationship, but they're talking about someone that they're not in a relationship with. That will always come up. You're not going to be able to hide it. It will always come up. Just so you know. But like stuff like that. I remember my very first personal reading. It kind of creeped me out. I was like, I remember showing Junior, I'm like, wow, I did it. I couldn't believe it. It did creep me out, but then you just get used to it. You get used to it. Yeah, sometimes like, I can tell like when people order personals, they'll ask about someone. And then when you do the reading, it's like you can clearly tell that they're in a relationship or this person is. And so you kind of have to bring that up. So I really prefer if people just tell me, because then we can just dodge that, you know what I mean? Or I'm going to have to talk about the past more than you want me to. But readings on YouTube are a bit different because it's actually, I find not harder, but more draining to do YouTube tarot because it is more general and you're focused on like everything, every possible scenario. And it's not more intention. It's not as intentional to one set specific situation. So it can be more draining to do YouTube tarot than personals and that. All right. But thank you, Small TV Girl. I really appreciate that. What's my favorite color? Well, I don't read minds. That's what people confuse. People confuse tarot readers with like immediate psychics or someone that can like read your mind basically, and that's ridiculous. I mean, I can read energy with people very, very well, but when you do tarot, you're reading the energy, you know, and the tarot is the tool. So it's not mind reading or whatnot. Nobody can read your mind at all. But just to clarify, yeah, tarot reading, I'm not a psychic. I'm not even a medium. Sometimes you get downloads about things and sometimes you don't. But tarot is an intentional way of honing in on a specific energy, and it's reading the energy. And that's what we're explaining, is the energy. We're not reading your mind. We can get a good idea of your mind space based off the energy, and everything's always derived from a very specific energy, and then you can kind of play off that kind of thing, right? But anyways, let's move on to Libra. One more. What can Libra expect this week? Three shuffles. Yeah, I can do an open talk sometime. All right, overall energy for you, Libra. We have the Three of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. All right, Libra, I like this. Libra, I feel like, okay. Now, for those of you involved with someone, I feel like you're in a space of refusing to share something that's been bothering you. Why? Because you're motivated by the stability of that relationship. Or if there is a business matter even, or a business that you're involved in, you may be having a hard time with certain aspects of that situation, but you seem to be in a space of accepting that, do you know what, I can handle this. It's okay. Yes, this hurts, or yes, this is tough, or yes, this is going to be hard, but do you know what? I can handle this. You seem to be in a space of accepting your fate when it comes to harboring the pain or frustration of a certain situation. And it seems to be motivated by money, or it's motivated by stability. It's motivated by security, maybe motivated by family even. Maybe feeling like, okay, you've built some sense of security with someone. So it's like, or you've built some sense of security in a business. So it's like, I'm just going to keep on keeping on, even though this certain aspect is bothering me, or even though I'm kind of lonely. Like, yes, this is really successful, but I'm pretty lonely. You seem to be accepting this week your fate, or your, you seem to be rationalizing or reasoning with yourself in regards to what you can handle versus what you can't handle. Or no, you're reasoning with your own frustrations, pain, or betrayals even that you have with someone. And if you do feel some level of betrayal with a person, you seem to be in a space of refusing to share that. Why? Because you feel like it's going to cause some type of drama that you feel is unnecessary, because internally you're like, do you know what? I can handle this. I don't need to bring this to the table. I'm just going to overlook this and let it pass. Okay. So money, okay. Money, security, it seems to be like you are doing really, really well when it comes to finances, and it's exciting you. And I feel like for those of you involved with someone else, your person seems to be doing whatever they can to support you, to support this relationship. They are also seeming to be very successful financially. They seem to be doing their part when it comes to responsibilities from day to day within the family or within the home, whatever it may be. And I feel like your person feels some sense of security as well, because they feel like the two of you are having some type of real conversation with one another. And even though I feel like there's still things you're not sharing with them, they feel like, do you know what? I feel better about this. Okay, I feel better about this. Someone feels better about this relationship, or the potential of, where they feel like they can get gears shifting in the right direction to support this relationship. Now, on a personal level, so yeah, for those of you dealing with a specific person, you seem to be having a very real conversation from their perception. Because from your perception, Libra, there's still certain things that bother you that you're choosing to not share. Why? Because you see the bigger purpose, or you feel like, you know what, I can handle this. I don't need to bring this to the table. Okay. But from their perception, it's like they feel like they're having a real conversation, or a real intimate moment with you, where it's like, okay, let's do this. It's like this person's in a space of, okay, let's do this. Okay. So for those of you that are not involved with anyone specific, this is just you being very realistic with what would be reckless when it comes to money, business, status, reputation, and what you need to keep doing for the sake of upholding a business. So some of you guys are just being very realistic with yourself this week when it comes to what would be reckless, and you're kind of reasoning with your own frustrations and choosing to put a lot of things on the back burner because you feel like, do you know what, I can deal with this. And for those of you where this is a business issue or a job issue, or whether you should quit your job or not, you're in a space of keeping on. Why? Because money, and it's going really well. It's going really, really well. So, and that's exciting you as well. So yours is pretty point blank, but yeah, this week you may find yourself, crying with, there was that Britney Spears song, but she cries, or I don't know. I don't know the lyrics, but I know what it's supposed to mean. You know what I mean? She's so lucky she's a star, but she cries with her lonely heart. I don't know. But that's how it may feel like when you sleep under the covers and it's like, oh, like everything is going so well. Like I don't really have a reason to be upset, or I don't really have a reason to, it's kind of like, I don't really feel like you're being a huge sob fest about it, but it does feel like there's certain aspects that it's like, oh, but you're keeping on because you're being realistic. Okay. Some of you may have also overcome some type of reality check in the past when it comes to consequences of reckless decisions. So you may be kind of honed in on that. Like, I don't want to do that again. And even though I'm feeling this way, I don't want to repeat that pattern. So I'm just going to keep on keeping on. And again, money is looking good. Business is looking good. You're being seen in a really good light. You're getting a lot of recognition in the workplace. It's like things are looking so well, but it's like that one little thing. I mean, give me a little bit more on that Three of Swords. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Some of you guys feel like things just aren't changing, or you feel like you're on this like loop-de-loop of a repetitive pattern. Some of you guys may feel like there's things working against you. Like you may feel like, man, I'm just living my life and doing what I need to do, and everybody seems to have a problem with it. And it's like, what do they expect me to do? It's almost like you may feel like there's a lot working against you, or people that are almost fighting against you for just being successful or doing what you need to do, or just being realistic. And that could be stressing you or making you feel like you're not appreciated by the people you want to be appreciated by, because you are being appreciated in the workplace or in your relationship, but there is certain people that seems to be trying to work against you, and it's kind of causing you to feel like there's certain things you can't say or certain things you can't share. Okay. Because you just feel like you just feel like it will be fed to the wolves kind of thing. So yeah, your person, they seem to be showing up in a way that you can really rely on them, but it's like you may be frustrated with something just that feels that is working against you is all. I mean, this could be you internally battling your own lessons or your own spiritual warfare. Like this could be you still on some type of karmic wheel, and you're choosing to keep it to yourself because you understand the consequences of acting on that, but you're not really sure how to relieve that resistance in itself, if that makes any sense. So I don't know, there could still be a lesson not learned here about something. And you've just learned enough to know, I'm not going to share this, or I'm not going to say this, or I'm not going to act on this. Some of you guys may be a little bit torn in regards to whether a person is more of a karmic for you, or whether this is the right thing. I don't know, give me an oracle for Libra. And we do have sentimental feelings. Support decisions. So sentimental feelings, matters of the heart, something that may be really important and deep for you that people may not really understand, trying to navigate that and trying to make the appropriate decisions. Some of you guys are hurt because certain people aren't supporting you that you would hoped to support you. But yeah, there's some sentimental feelings you have here. Give me a little bit more on that. The Knight of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you guys may not really truly feel appreciated or valued. You may feel undervalued in a certain direction, and it's causing you to feel like stuck almost. It's causing you to feel like you need to take a pause and reevaluate something. I don't know, sentimental feelings, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Well, you feel like something is out of balance here. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, you feel undervalued. You feel like something is out of balance. You feel like you're undervalued by people that you've been waiting to be valued by. Something of that nature. What's this decisions about? The Hermit. Star in reverse. I feel like this is just you trying to figure out what's causing you to feel this way. This is you figuring out how to deal with this feeling of not having energy, feeling lethargic, maybe not being inspired, maybe dealing with a lack of creativity, you know, having a hard time allowing your inner world to reflect your outer world. It's almost like your inner world is not in alignment with your outer world. Star is like creativity, how our inner world can really make impact in our outer world. And I feel like it's like you're trying to be rational when it comes to your decisions, but also trying to figure out how to bypass this lack of inspiration or lack of hope, lacking creativity, feeling disconnected, even dealing with your own triggers, that type of thing. Some of you guys may feel the need to pay for support, whether that's a financial advisor, whether that's a personal trainer. You may feel inclined or feeling pressed to receive some type of support. Because it's like you may feel pressed about like paying for some type of service, but you may feel like if you're in a relationship, you feel like your partner is not supporting that. Okay. Or if you're not in a relationship, you know, it's just, I don't know, I feel like you deep down feel like you need support, but it's like you don't know how to ask for it, or you feel like you don't have the funds for it, depending on the situation. So I don't know, you're kind of staying in your lane. It's like you're standing on business this week, and that's about it. Trying to rationalize this conflicting energy on a soul level. Okay, you can be dealing with a Virgo. We also have Aries. Virgo and Aries. Or Aquarius too as well. All right, give me a second. I gotta pee. Okay. Yeah. All right. Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio? What can Scorpio expect this week? Universe, spirits, and guides. Two more. Three shuffles. Well, your overall energy this week, Scorpio, we have the Five of Swords in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles. Seven of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Swords, and the Lovers in reverse. Well, Scorpio, I feel like you're becoming aware of I feel like if you are dealing with a person, you're becoming aware of someone's irrational thinking when it comes to a business or when it comes to a potential relationship or a relationship between the two of you. You seem to be trying to resolve a situation that could be manifesting into someone being really harsh or irrational or thinking like they know your intentions when maybe they don't, or it's almost like you're trying to resolve something that you're becoming aware of, and it does feel as though because I feel like there's someone that's being quite malicious with you this week, Scorpio, or they may come off like they have malicious intent. However, you may feel like you see through that. You're in a space of trying to avoid escalating that because you may feel like the only reason this person is acting this way is either because they have the wrong idea or they have false information or they're just thinking irrationally. So I feel like this week you're in a space of trying to avoid escalating conflict and more so trying to resolve or nip something in the butt. Now, if you are dealing with a person, I do feel like there's someone here that is honestly exposing negative thoughts that they have about the situation. They're also exposing the lack of trust they have when it comes to this connection or when it comes to something that maybe they're having a hard time disconnecting from. It feels as though you're having a very transparent conversation with someone that is really hard to talk to. I'm just going to be honest with you. There's someone here that is really hard to talk to. They may come off like they know it all. They may come off quite malicious or lacking tolerance or something of that nature. But you're in a space of either wanting a relationship with this person or you're in a space of feeling like, okay, we need to resolve this for the respect of the business or whatever it may be. So if it's not an intimate thing, it's just more so, okay, we need to resolve this because it's impacting business or something of that nature. So I feel like there's someone here that is actually dealing with a guilty conscience and they're having a hard time navigating that. And they're also thinking negatively or having a lot of anxiety when it comes to this connection because of some type of falling out that led them to feel like they've been the subject of gossip for you, or they are the subject of gossip within a business. So like if you're a boss or have some level of authority in a business, you may feel the need to resolve some type of conflict with colleagues, okay? Or if this is more of an intimate thing, this is someone that does want to turn over a new leaf with you. And if they come off like they don't want to turn over a new leaf with you, you feel like I see through that. I see through that, and you may feel like, okay, you're just thinking irrationally, or you're coming at me with what this person said and what that person said, and it's not true. So you may be finding yourself navigating through a lot of nonsense this week. Thank you, Brooke, Mellow Girl. I appreciate that. Thank you, girl. So you may be finding yourself navigating through a lot of nonsense this week, okay? But yeah, I feel like you and someone else are having a very honest conversation, and you may feel like you are kind of like the solid ground in this conversation. Because yeah, this person, this is the type of, like if it's a lover, this is someone that may be saying harsh things to you, but you're kind of looking past it to avoid escalating conflict because you feel like they don't have the right information or something like that. Or maybe their friend told them something or something like that. So you seem to be navigating a tense conversation here, you know, in a business setting, with a colleague, with a boss, or with a lover. Okay. So, but there is some tension, and there's some tension. I do feel like if you're dealing with a person, this is someone that will be initiating this, and they're coming at you really harsh. Like, why would you say that? Or I heard Susie say this, or it's that type of energy. So you seem to be trying to, yeah, resolve some type of conflict here. And it's not going to be easy is what this feels like. So for those of you that aren't dealing with anybody specific, or that is definitely not you, this is just you being in a space of feeling oppressed or feeling limited when it comes to what you can say and what you can't say in a business, or for the sake of your business or for the sake of your money. You may be in a space of avoiding escalating conflict. Honestly, because you feel, I feel like this is more you and someone else. Because if this is a personal thing, this is you suppressing all truth, suppressing all intelligence, all awareness, because there's a fear of some type of shift you're going through on a soul level. It reminds me of Aries reading, okay? There may be some fear that you're needing to acknowledge things that you don't want to acknowledge in order to make some type of change in a business matter. And it's kind of frustrating to you because you feel like you're feeling pressed to make some type of change in a business matter when whatever the old business was, or whatever your money situation was, you feel like that was working out really well, but you also feel like it's limiting you or restricting you from any type of growth. So you're kind of dealing with your own mental conflict and being careful with what you say and what you don't say, because you're honestly defeated in the mind space and not really sure what to do or how to apply the knowledge you have on a soul level. But on a soul level, you're feeling quite disconnected, Scorpio. You know you need to address it. But in the same sense, you're also trying to be real with yourself. You may also have some regrets. Okay, or you may have some regrets when it comes to decisions that were made in regards to a business. But I feel like this is more so you feeling oppressed and limited in regards to communication or living in your truth, because you need to acknowledge some type of situation you're involved in that does not align with you. But for the majority of you, I feel like this is you being the one to resolve issues that you're becoming aware of that someone else has with you, okay? You could be dealing with a Virgo, actually. Virgo was ready to, like, you know, like Virgo, I feel, was it Virgo? One of the signs, I'm pretty sure it was Virgo, was addressing something that they were not happy about. So, because if you are dealing with another person, you may be in a space of, yes, avoiding escalating conflict, but that avoidance of escalating conflict could also be stemmed from wanting something with them, but also stem from having a guilty conscience and having anxiety about a poor choice that you made, that you may feel like you need to make up for. You could be dealing with a Gemini, that's all we have specifically, but it could be any sign. Give me an oracle for Scorpio. We do have forgiveness, support, sentimental feelings, healing the past. So, so someone, you may be trying to ask for forgiveness from someone, or someone's trying to forgive you, but also dealing with a lot of feelings being involved, and also dealing with bitterness potentially from the past. So, and keep in mind, this doesn't have to be an intimate thing. This could be family matters. This could be friends, whatever. But it does feel as though someone is trying to forgive and move on while simultaneously battling with frustrating feelings they had from the past. And you may be in a space of feeling the need to support this person, or be there for this person, or try to like reason with this person, or try to get them to see the truth. Okay. But there is a lot of feelings involved in whatever this is. All right. Sagittarius. What can Sagittarius expect this week? Ugh, 5 of Wands, 3 of Cups in reverse just showed his face. We're going to put it back though. There could be drama. I don't know. Let's see. What can Sagittarius expect this week? 4 shuffles. Two more. Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. I like that. Oh yeah, let's pull the rest. Queen of Swords, King of Cups. 4 of Wands, 10 of Wands in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse. All right, so all right. Okay, so I got a few situations here, Sagittarius. So first of all, I do feel like a lot of you guys have overcome a lot of shit. Okay, this week you may be feeling like you're at a culminating point when it comes to your overall stability, your security, your direction. A lot of you guys are also receiving a job opportunity, or you're receiving an opportunity to advance a current job, because you seem to be very focused and inspired to, you know, nurture and water an opportunity that is being presented to you. You also are very focused this week. And again, I feel like you're in a space of, you know, supporting your own emotional needs or creative needs when it comes to a business. And you seem to be, again, receptive and open to some type of financial opportunity, job opportunity, even a proposal, if that's your situation with the 4 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you guys may be being proposed to this week. And if that's the case, you're very open and receptive to that. But it seems to be like you're nurturing an opportunity that's being presented to you this week. You're very focused and you're quite happy. You may be celebrating. You may be in a space of becoming aware this week as well that you have people that are very, very jealous of you. Okay, or very... So I feel like you have a hater, maybe haters, or you have someone that's jealous of you, or you have people that are are almost trying to get your focus off something that you're doing, maybe demanding your attention or demanding more than you're willing to offer, or whatever it may be. This could be a friend, you know, or I often look at the Queen of Wands in reverse as, you know, sometimes someone that you've moved on from in intimate matters that's still jealous and still trying to get your attention, or it's a friend that has become a bit of a hater and has become very underhanded or jealous or something of that nature. So I feel like you're becoming aware that someone that you've already moved on from is still trying to get your attention, or you're becoming aware of a hater or someone that is very jealous of you. Is that impacting you at all this week? No, you don't give a shit. In fact, it's like, no, that's not my problem. Like, I'm sorry you feel that way, but that's not my problem. Or you're just in a space of like, okay, I'm not being friends with you anymore. And it's really that easy for you this week. Why? Because you're happy. Some of you guys are getting an opportunity to move as well. You're getting an opportunity in regards to a home. For those of you that maybe have been looking for a home, or you're getting an opportunity within your own town or a community that you're a part of to advance your career or advance in some way, because you may have knowledge that you can share or help or express. It's like you may have knowledge that you can express, or you get what I'm saying. It's like you may have some level of knowledge that you're inspired to advance, or you're inspired to share within a community or within a town, something of that nature. And again, this opportunity seems to be handed to you on a silver platter. So it doesn't seem to be something that you need to do anything more than just exist and give it your time and support. Okay. So, and yeah, for those of you in a romantic situation, there's definitely some type of proposal or opportunity to move in together happening for you this week. Yeah, there's definitely an opportunity to move in together or make changes in the home, or move, or, you know, make peace even. Okay. For those of you that has been in, sorry, I'm getting a lot of scenarios here. For those of you that's been in no contact with someone, especially a water sign, or it doesn't have to be, but that's the energy they're coming off as, you may be receiving some type of clarity in regards to like this person feeling quite angry. Like you may be receiving clarity from someone that is trying to make peace with you, but they're also mad because, I don't know, maybe your ex is messaging them, or that your ex said things to them, or something like that. Okay, so, and if that's the case, you're in a space of like, okay, well, I'm willing to talk, and yeah, we can make this work, but I'm not taking responsibility for something that someone else is doing behind my back, or whatever it may be. Okay, so a lot of good energy. You are in a space of feeling it's quite easy to kind of remain calm, cool, and collected. And I feel like you're in a space of willing to make peace as well with a situation, with someone, if it's an intimate thing or even a thing within a family matter. But you are becoming, again, this is like a lot of good things going for you, and you're becoming aware of someone that may have been starting shit, really, or you're becoming aware of someone that is low-key a hater, or, and again, this doesn't really, I don't even want to focus on it too much, because it feels like something you're offloading anyways. Like, I don't want to deal with you. I'm not dealing with you. I'm focused on this opportunity. I'm focusing on this marriage, or I'm focusing on this job. It's like there's something here being handed to you on a silver platter, and it's like you're becoming aware of this like mosquito energy. It's like, I'm not dealing with you. You know what I mean? You can be mad all you want, or you can think that way. I'm here if you want to talk, but I'm not gonna argue, like chase, like run in circles talking about what everybody else is saying. Okay, so you seem to be being quite open to talk with people this week, Sag, but you're it's not that you're not tolerant, but it's like you're kind of depleted when it comes to going around the merry-go-round with someone. So it's like we're either going to make peace or we're not. Now, but for a lot of you guys, this is you guys overcoming your, on a personal level, Sag, this is you guys overcoming your own insecurities, financial insecurities, and you're feeling quite good about yourself. You feel like you have room to create. You feel like you have room to advance yourself in some way, or water an existing opportunity. But yeah, if you do have a hater, okay, or someone that's jealous, you are very much aware, and you're intentionally giving them the poker face. Okay, it's that type of energy. You're just doing your thing, and I feel like you're happy this week. You're content. This is like having wiggle room this week. This is like, okay, finances are going good, or finally I got this opportunity, or finally I know where to put my energy. It's like now I know where I'm moving. Some of you guys are hearing good news about a house, or being able to move residency or something of that nature. It's like you're hearing good news about something, and you're very focused on that. And it's like you don't really want to get out of your throne for nonsense is what this feels like. So it's good. But yeah, for those of you that were wondering about a relationship that you want, that is looking really good. And again, some of you guys are maybe getting married, or there's a proposal coming through. And if you're not in contact with this person, and you actually have a lot of emotions for this person, there's someone that's going to be trying to make peace with you, but I would expect them to simultaneously be quite frustrated because they feel like there's someone else that is starting shit for them, whatever that means for you. Okay. And again, some of you guys are just in a space of knowing, being aware that there's someone that's trying to start shit for you, but you're kind of cutting that out because you're happy, you're content, you're in love, you've got a good job going for yourself. It's just smooth sailing for you, Sag. This week, you're in smooth sailing mode. Very smooth. Okay, for those of you that were dealing with quite a rough go, things are definitely getting easier for you this week. So it's good. I like it. You're focused. You're feeling good. Things are smooth. Okay, for those of you that are in a relationship, you may also feel like you're receiving some type of repressed emotions from your partner, and whoever that person is, you do empathize for them. And you may be feeling quite frustrated because a family isn't taking responsibility for how they're treating this person. Okay, so whether that's your family or their family, you may feel quite frustrated because someone's not taking responsibility for how they're treating your person, because you may empathize with this Queen of Swords, or you could be the one that is being empathized for. Okay, lots going on. It's a lot of good stuff, though. It's a lot of good stuff. Okay. So it's a lot. I'm trying to give you guys all the scenarios possible. Because yeah, this kind of feels like you may have someone's back, or someone has your back in regards to a family not taking responsibility for some type of like destructiveness, or, you know, Queen of Wands in reverse can be like a bully, or like people that's just bullies, really, or people that are treating someone like shit. Yeah, it's good. There's a lot. Okay, so things are good. So we do have self-employment. Okay, we also have grief work. Decisions. Adult children, dietary changes. So a lot of you guys could be very focused on something to do with self-employment. There may be some type of realization or something brought to the table that's causing you to feel the need to make a decision that is causing some sadness for you or someone else. But it seems to be something that you're kind of isolating to, okay, these people need to grow up. Let's make better changes overall. Let's be healthy. Let's be... Or it's like, even if it's just you, this is you saying, do you know what? This is not good for my well-being. You are destructive to my health. I don't want you in my life. Okay. It's that type of energy. So for some of you, it's like you're kind of putting someone in a box of, okay, this is not good for me, whatever it may be. And there could be some decisions that you may feel pressed to make in regards to people in your life that are just too much. Okay. Or just, you know, not really blending well with like all the happiness you got going on for yourself right now. So, and again, some of you guys, you're more focused on your own employment or business opportunity or something that's going really well for you. And yeah, there may be something here that you may feel the need to cut out. Okay, this could also be if you're older, or maybe have adult children who are all grown up, but you may be feeling the need to kind of set some boundaries there in regards to something. Or this is just you dealing with adults that act like children, that you feel like, okay, this is not good for my health. So It's not good for my health. All right. All right, what do we have for Capricorn? What can Capricorn expect this week, universe, spirits, and guides? Two more. What can Capricorn expect this week? Three shuffles. Ooh, okay. Overall energy for you, Capricorn, High Priestess, Tower in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're definitely trusted. Seven of Wands. I feel like you are in a space this week where you're trusting your intuition. You're definitely in a space where you're intentionally avoiding any disaster. For those of you dealing with a specific person, you know this person is manipulating you, or you know you can't trust this person for whatever reason. Okay. On a personal level, you guys may feel as though maybe you're still recovering from some type of bad news when it comes to money, or something that makes you feel like things are not grounded in your own reality, and you're being extra cautious when it comes to what you entertain this week. So with the High Priestess, you're kind of in a similar energy as Gemini, I believe. It's like you're kind of standing still. You're trying to gain clarity through all the noise. And if you are dealing with a specific person, you may be in a space of just trying to be still. Okay. Why? Because you feel like you're dealing with someone that's either overly critical of you or very manipulative. It's almost like you're in a space of avoiding making any changes when it comes to the situation. Okay. Wow. We got a lot of, petty or immature communication. We have 3 pages here. Some of you guys are also triggered. If you have children, Capricorn, you guys are triggered by something your child says. Like, it's kind of like an ouch. It's kind of like, people can say things all the time and it doesn't bother us, but when our kids say something that's harsh, it can kind of take us, it's like we may consider it a little bit more, if that makes sense. Or it's like your child could be saying something that is actually triggering you to act in a certain way this week, or triggering you to rethink a decision. Okay. Because yeah, if you do have children, I would expect maybe your child to say some things this week, or say something that you feel like deep down like it's true, but it's kind of like an ouch type of moment, but it's causing you to it's kind of causing you to it's causing you to rethink whether you want to entertain something. I'm just going to be real with you too. Some of you guys, for those of you that are single, you have someone that's been trying to pursue you, and your child may say, do you know what? They don't like them. Or they may say something that's like, why are you getting with a bum? Or why are you getting with someone that doesn't have a job? It's like it kind of feels like your child is saying something really harsh to you this week. And you may be in a space of kind of not really saying too much, but it is on your mind, or is causing you to use discernment and potentially rethink whether this is something you want to entertain. Okay. But yeah, for those of you with children, that is something that could kind of change the direction for you this week. Okay. Now for others of you, Capricorn, I feel like you're just lacking energy this week. Okay. And you're in a space of kind of standing still. You're trying to avoid anything chaotic or destructive because you're still recuperating from some type of bad news or bump in the road when it comes to money or when it comes to your original plan on something. I do feel like you're in a space where you're up for anything. I do feel like there's also someone that is communicating with you this week. However, to be quite honest with you, I don't really see you having a lot of energy to entertain it. Even though you seem to be intrigued, I want to say more so intrigued to hear from this person, or intrigued, and it's like you want to know more, you want to hear more. You're not really giving it too much of your energy because you're in a space of trying to recoup from something you're going through on a personal level, or trying to figure out what's next for you because you may feel like you're lacking a plan for yourself. Okay. Some of you guys feel like you also have a love interest that is communicating with you, but you feel like they don't really have the best of plan, but they're not really making plans with you, or you're kind of putting them in a box of you're manipulating me because it's like they keep talking about going out, but they never take you out, or they keep insinuating they care about you, but they don't really follow through with that, or something of that nature. It's like you may feel like they lack a plan, whatever that means for you. So it's like you're not really saying too much, or you feel like you need more information. But I feel like you're kind of lacking energy this week. And again, there is communication here with you and a potential interest or someone that's intrigued by you, but you're kind of standing still in that situation to avoid a disaster. And you feel very confused with this person's intentions because of the lack of information, or it's like they're kind of giving you not much to work with. Even if it's a business opportunity, it's like, okay, I'm not taking this seriously. Okay. And yeah, for a lot of you, this is just feeling, some of you guys are just feeling drained because maybe you do have children and you just, you may feel like things are a little bit rough this week, but I also feel like your children may say something harsh to you this week. Give me a little bit more on what they're saying. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So your children may not be really cooperating with something that you are trying to pursue, or with a partnership that you are trying to pursue. Okay. And that's not going to be for all of you, obviously, but your children may have issues with a partnership you're trying to pursue, or something about that. If that was your story. And if it's a love interest communicating, 2 of Wands in reverse and the Fool. So if this is a love interest, this is someone that is communicating really half-assed. Why? Because they're hesitant is in regards to whether the 2 of you can have a fresh start or not. So they're kind of trying to get you to take the lead when it comes to communication. And even though you're not doing that, you're standing still, you're the one looking for more information. There is someone here that wants a fresh start with you, but they're hesitant on whether they can have a fresh start with you, or they can have a start with you at all. But you're not really giving this person much to work with. And you're kind of keeping a lot to yourself when it comes to what you're actually going through. So it's not a whole lot going on. You're kind of standing still, trusting your intuition, being in your feminine energy, not really saying too much, not revealing too much. You're definitely not revealing anything to people you feel like doesn't deserve it. Like, why would I tell you what's going on in my life? Something like that. And if you do have children, you're trying to navigate a situation, or take your time a little bit more before pursuing someone, or you're rethinking whether you want to pursue someone. A lot of you guys are making yourself unattainable too. You're making yourself very hard to get in touch with, and that's very much intentional. I feel like it's because you're just tired, you're drained. You could be done with a Pisces. We also have Aries, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So someone could be trying to ask for forgiveness from you this week. We also have finances, career, and join in. So I feel like finances is definitely on your mind this week, okay? There could be an opportunity to have some type of new career that may start initially with some type of partnership, or it may start with you working with someone else. So when it comes to your career, there's opportunity for a new career, but it may require you to join in with other people, or be open to some type of partnership. And when it comes to love matters or other connections in your life, there may be someone here that's trying to ask for forgiveness from you. Okay. And I feel like they're the ones doing it because you're showing up as the high priestess. Like you may have the power or you may know something, but you've been really passive about it. So it's like you're really making someone, it's like you're making someone, what's the saying? It's like you're really making someone work for it kind of thing. Like not in a manipulative way, but it's like, yeah. All right. Aquarius. Make me work for it. All right, what do we have for Aquarius? What can Aquarius expect this week? Four shuffles. Two more. What can Aquarius expect this week? Three shuffles. The devil in reverse just showed its face. I'm not going to say too much on that. All right. Your overall energy, Aquarius, Magician in reverse, the Six of Wands, and the Empress. All right, Four of Swords. Situation is Queen of Cups, Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the Star. All right, so this is really good energy, Aquarius. It is really good. I'm going to read it if you're dealing with someone or if you're not dealing with someone, okay? I'm just going to read all the scenarios again. But, Aquarius, I feel like you're in a space of, okay, there's definitely some type of success happening for you here. You're receiving a lot of attention here from someone that is very supportive. It could be from a mother as well, or there's someone here you're receiving a lot of support, nurturing energy. A lot of growth is happening for you when it comes to business as well. You're receiving a lot of public attention. You're being seen in a really good light. However, with that Magician reverse, I also feel like why does it feel like so many good things are happening for you, but it's like you don't really feel in your power, or you're not really trusting it, or you're doubting the support someone is giving you? It's almost like there's some type of success happening for you here, but you're doubting whether it's going to maintain or sustain, or you're doubting someone's intentions even. It's like you're doubting someone's intentions. For those of you dealing with an intimate situation or matters of the heart, there does seem to be someone that is overlooking something or being emotionally, or trying to, ask for forgiveness or connect with you in a way where they feel like they understand you, they feel like they get you. There's someone that may be trying to heal a situation, but I feel like you're, being really critical on someone, or it's because you doubt it, or you feel like they're manipulating you, or there's, you're doubting something here. Why is there, what's the Magician in reverse? Tower in reverse. I feel like you're just having a hard time feeding into it, because if you feed into it, or or you're having a hard time with some type of change, okay? You may be avoiding an inevitable change, or you're trying to avoid a disaster. I also feel like for those of you where this is business related, it's like, okay, something is a major success. You could be hitting some level of fame, or you're making progress here drastically when it comes to your business or when it comes to your personal goals. There's definitely a victory, but you may be in a space where, your energy is being impacted by this fear of, okay, everything's going good, I don't want to lose it. Okay, it's like there's you're having a hard time making changes, because it's like everything, because like on a personal level, if this is business related, everything is going so well, but it's like you may be being really critical on yourself at this point, because you don't want to lose whatever success you have. Okay, and for those of you that this is more intimate, or there's matters of the heart going on for you, I feel like you're receiving a lot of attention and support, and someone is being very understanding, empathetic, and nurturing to you. And honestly, this person does inspire you. You're just having a hard time giving it any energy, because it's like, I've come so far. It's almost like you are avoiding some type of change. And I mean, don't get me wrong, you are in a space of, when it comes to your work, you're in a space this week where you are feeling inspired to pursue something. You're feeling inspired to make further attempts, or to progress even further than where you're at. You're just being super critical on yourself, and you may be in a space of feeling like you still need to wait something out, okay, because you're doubting your own ability. The Magician in reverse can be someone that has skill, talent, ability, or resources that they can bring to the table, but they're doubting it. Okay, it's like they're doubting themselves. They're not really in their power. It's like you may not really feel like you're in your power this week, but I mean, it feels more so like you're just kind of waiting, because you are open. You are open to receive. You are open to create. You are open to give your attention to something more than what you've been doing. I just feel like you lack a plan with that Page of Pentacles in reverse, or you're being really hard on yourself. You're being critical on yourself. So on a business level, things are going really good. You're getting a lot of support. You're getting a lot of recognition. It's like there's a major success here, but it's like now you're in a space of fearing losing that, or being careful when it comes to what you do next, okay? Or being careful when it comes to any changes that, even if you yourself are inspired to make, there's this pushback, or there's this hesitancy, because you're more so just being hard on yourself, really. But if this isn't matters of the heart, it could be you healing a relationship with your mother as well. Because for some of you, your mother, or someone that you just see as very nurturing to you, even if it's a lover, okay, you just see someone as very nurturing to you. You may be receiving a lot of attention from this person this week. However, you yourself are doubting giving your energy to it, because for whatever reason, there's some type of resistance to change. Okay, maybe you are still being picky with this person, or critical on this person. And even though it's like you feel some element of like, even though you feel some element of like connection, or it's kind of like when you're mad at someone and then you finally make up and give them a hug, and you might be crying, like you're still upset, but it's like there's that peace that comes with it. It kind of feels like you're making peace with someone, or it's like that awe moment that you're having with someone, and you're feeling quite good. You may be feeling appreciated this week. You may be feeling recognized, and you may feel like things are calming down when it comes to you and someone that does ultimately love you and care for you or want to support you. You just doubt the situation. I mean, give me more as to why Aquarius doubts it. The Judgment. The Hierophant. Some of you guys are aware that this person's married, or there's a marriage involved, or you're trying to use discernment in regards to values that the two of you have. Maybe you feel like you have different values. Some of you guys just are aware of a marriage, or you're aware of your values that you may feel clash with this person. Some of you guys are resisting seizing this opportunity, or you're resisting reconciling even a relationship with your mother or with this person because you feel like it would require you to conform in some way. So there's like a little bit of rebellion left in you. Even though I feel like you're giving into it, there's still some sense of rebellion. But I feel like it's very minuscule. It's very small. Like, I don't feel like it's holding you back. So I do feel like you are open and receptive to this person's love and support that they're giving you this week. But there is this like inner fight, I guess you could say, because you're doubting the situation, which is causing you to resist seizing the opportunity because you feel like it would cause you to conform, or you're trying to gain proper judgment on, if it's a lover, you're trying to gain proper judgment in regards to whether the two of you have similar values, or you're just aware that this person's married, or you're aware of there's a marriage being involved. So on a personal level though, I feel like you guys have a lot of amazing energy going for you. It kind of feels like things are a success for you. You're getting a lot of attention and you're inspired to make some type of change or progress in your business, but you're holding back because you lack a plan, and you could be still doubting your own abilities, or you're doubting your own skills or talents or resources to be able to do something new. And you're kind of holding up what seems to be going really well, if that makes any sense. But I like it. It's good energy. I just feel like you guys may be being super hard on yourself this week. Okay. Being super hard on yourself. Just give me one more. That Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Hermit. And the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, I feel like if this is a personal thing, this is you being hard on yourself or lacking a plan. But also with the Hermit, Emperor in reverse, I feel like you may feel as though you're trying to be wise when it comes to a change in status, or you're trying to be wise when it comes to a change in how you represent yourself, whatever that means for you. It's like you're trying to be wise when it comes to how you represent yourself. So if this is a personal matter, there's some resistance because you're, for whatever reason, trying to be wise when it comes to your identity, how you represent yourself, what you want to be known as. And if you're dealing with a specific person, some of you guys are healing a relationship with your mother that may have been impacted in the past because of the father, or because of your father, because of issues with a masculine energy in the picture. Okay. Or some of you guys are dealing with an intimate level thing that you're receiving a lot of love and support, but you're also trying to be wise when it comes to something that intimidates you, or when it comes to maybe there's parental issues, or maybe this person is still somewhat involved with their ex, or there's issues around children. So it's causing you to be really hard on yourself. But ultimately, I feel like you're giving into it at the same time. You're just not putting your full power into it, or you're not doing what you can to make something happen, because there's an awareness that you need to be wise, okay, when it comes to the situation. But you feel good this week, just knowing that this person supports you, or knowing that you're healing a relationship with this person is making you feel really good. But I don't really feel like you have a plan as to where this is going, if that makes sense, because there's issues around children or children's father or an ex, or maybe your mother still supports someone that is very abusive, or there's issues around a very toxic masculinity. Okay. But let's see. Give me an oracle for Aquarius. But this is like a wish fulfillment, though. This is something that is it's giving your soul some level of peace. Okay. We have family changes. Oh. Realizations and epiphanies. Being true to you. Keep the faith moving. So yeah, there could be a lot of changes within the family. Realizations and epiphanies. Again, on a personal level, I feel like you guys are becoming aware of who you really are and what you really want to do with yourself. But it may require you to move or take action, or literally move. And it may require an element of faith that if you can really look back on when you started whatever you're doing right now, and remember how much you trusted yourself and you just gave it your all. Why? Because you had nothing to lose. It's like you kind of need to let go of resistance and know that you have nothing to lose. Like, not think too deeply into it if you are making some type of shift in regards to your career. Okay? And just be true to you. But yeah, in regards to your intimate situation or family matters, there is definitely major changes happening. Someone could be having a lot of realizations and epiphanies, whether it's you or this person. And things are changing. Give me a little bit more on realizations and epiphanies. You guys are the only ones that got that card tonight. Ooh, about misinformation. Ace of Swords in reverse, or there was some type of misunderstanding. There could have been some type of misunderstanding. King of Swords. Someone is providing you with the clarity you need. Ooh. So for some of you, you're becoming aware about the truth of something. Okay. Now, on a personal level, this could be just you receiving advice from someone that is helping you alleviate some type of mental block that you've had. Okay. So you could have been oppressed by inner truth and someone is giving you advice. And it's just kind of causing an epiphany on a personal level when it comes to work. When it comes to your family matters or relationships, someone's having a realization or epiphany when it comes to either a bad decision, some type of misunderstanding, misinformation that they were given, and it's causing some type of honest conversation. So, and whether that's you starting it or this person, but likely, yeah. Anywho, we could be done with the Taurus. We have Aquarius, Aries, Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, strong Taurus. Okay. All right, Pisces. All right, what do we have for Pisces? What can Pisces expect this week? Three more. What can Pisces... The reads are really dramatic tonight. Two more. I'm here for it. What can Pisces expect this week? Three shuffles. All right, so your overall energy this week, Pisces: Knight of Cups in reverse, the Hangman, Nine of Swords in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse. Lord have mercy. This kind of feel, okay. So I'm going to read it if you're dealing with someone and if you're not dealing with someone, okay? So if you are dealing with someone, Pisces, I feel like this week you're quite emotional. You're very frustrated because of some type of new perspective that has you, it's like you're trying to not stress about something, you're trying to not care about something, but it's like it's manifesting into your actions or being scattered, feeling all over the place. You may be in a mood this week towards someone where there's emotions involved or something of that nature. You may feel frustrated because you feel like someone is not really showing up for you in the way you wanted them to. You may feel frustrated because someone is withdrawing some type of original offer. And I feel like, again, this is one of those situations where you're trying to act like it doesn't bother you. You're trying to not stress about something. But you may feel quite scattered this week because there's an aspect of yourself that is waiting for someone to come back, or you're waiting for someone to see things from a different perspective. You're waiting for things to change on its own without doing anything. So it's like someone may be withdrawing. I mean, you could be the one withdrawing. I'm just reading it how I feel it. But I feel like someone could be withdrawing some type of original offer, or they're really moody with you this week. And I feel like you're frustrated, but you're not directly taking action in this person's direction. You're more so waiting for this person to just change or change their mind, or you're waiting for things to take a different direction. Okay, because I do feel like you are frustrated with some type of news that you're hearing in regards to your partnership, or in regards to because this kind of feels Ace of Wands in reverse, Page of Wands, Two of Cups. I feel like there may have been some type of false start between the two of you, or someone is putting a stop to the plan that the two of you had for some type of partnership, not because love is lost, but because of some type of external circumstance or some type of frustrating situation. What's that? Queen of Wands, Star in reverse. So Pisces, you may have been, or this person is, someone here is being very firm with their stance and view in regards to something that has triggered them or caused them to lack hope in the situation for the long haul. Okay. I don't know, maybe you kind of, it's like maybe you're trying to push this person in the right direction, or you're trying to help this person with their health, or you feel like you're doing something that ultimately needs to be done in the way it's being done, and someone has a problem with it. It's almost like you and someone else are butting heads when it comes to how something is being dealt with. And I feel like your person is in a space of feeling like you're, I don't know, maybe it was this person. It kind of feels like someone is trying to, okay, I feel like it's this person, Pisces. I feel like this person is trying to push you in a specific direction, or they're trying to either help you with something in regards to bad health, or something that is very triggering for you, or very triggering in this connection. Okay, what is that influence? What's that triggering influence? Five of Pentacles. It could be financial matters, Pisces. For some of you, your person feels like your financial situation is a mess and they're trying to help you. You could be dealing with a Leo. They may feel like your financial situation is a mess, or they may feel your health is a mess, or they feel like something, they may feel like you're getting screwed over by someone else or scammed by someone else as well. It's like someone here is in a space of standing the ground when it comes to okay, I see your situation. I'm willing to help you with it, but I'm not willing to go through it with you as if it doesn't exist, Pisces. And I feel like you're frustrated because you feel as though this week someone is withdrawing their support, withdrawing their love, withdrawing from the situation. You're trying to act like it doesn't bother you, but this is someone that seems to be standing their ground when it comes to something they perceive to be not okay, or that's not healthy for you, or that's not going to, like, they may feel like you are keep giving money to an ex, or they feel like there's a very bad financial situation going on. Okay, for you. And it's like someone is being very firm with you when it comes to what they feel like you need to do. Now, this is someone that, even though you're perceiving this person this week, Pisces, to be someone that doesn't care, or they seem to be withdrawing really easy, they do love you and they have good intentions with their communication, whether it's a family communicating with you, whether it's a lover communicating with you. There's someone here that has good intentions with their communication, but someone is not happy with how you're handling a situation. Now, you could be the one doing it. It could be reversed. I'm just reading how I feel it. But someone's not happy with how you're handling a situation. So, and they're quite firm in their stance on it. Because they're losing hope when it comes to the relationship between the two of you, whether it's intimate or not, because of your avoidance into a major issue that they feel is or could impact your overall security, whatever that means for you. Or health, or maybe someone's like, do you know what, Pisces, you really need to deal with this health issue or something like that. So I feel like you're frustrated this week, Pisces, because you're just not in the mood for whatever this person is laying down. And you may be waiting for this person to just kind of give in without whatever change is needed from their perception. So you are hearing from someone that you do have feelings for, or you do respect, or you do love, but it's causing frustration for you. And it's going to cause you to respond potentially in an immature way, or it's going to cause you to be quite flustered. Okay. So yeah, if you're dealing with someone, I would expect communication from someone that ultimately does want a partnership with you, or ultimately does want to respect you, or make good, or give you the best advice they can, or love you, or whatever it may be. But they are being very real with you about something. Okay. So if you're not dealing with anybody, Pisces, I feel like this week you're still having a hard time being inspired. You may be kind of in analysis paralysis mode, where you're kind of waiting to see if something changes. You're waiting to see if anybody messages you, or you're waiting to hear from a job. It's like, I feel like this week you may be frustrated because, you know, things aren't really going that well. And you may be potentially disassociating or trying to not stress about your current situation. But I feel like you're kind of bored, or you're just, you know, not really inspired. And with that Page of Wands, Ace of Wands in reverse, it's like you feel like things aren't really going anywhere. And it's like you're kind of waiting. It's like your Page of Wands is like being up for anything, being up to connect with someone. You yourself could be reaching out to someone, or you're reaching out in efforts to collaborate with people or partner with people in regards to creative endeavors even. So it's like on a personal level, Pisces, I feel like you're just kind of in an aimless space. Kind of reminds me of the tea time tarot, whatever it is, just like aimlessly rolling, right? So it's like on a personal level, I feel like you're just kind of being aimless this week. And do you know what? That's all right. It's just a week. But you may not really be overly inspired to take initiative on anything specific. And you may be looking externally to see if, you know, anybody would be willing to go on a date with you, or if anybody would be willing to, you know, go out, have fun, something like that. You know, it kind of feels like you're trying to just, it feels like you're just bored, honestly. If this is a personal thing, Pisces, it feels like you're just bored. You may be potentially, you know, distracting yourself from something that you yourself could actually take initiative on. Yeah, if this is a personal thing, I feel like you're just bored, and it kind of feels like you're distracting yourself from something because you're not taking initiative on opportunities that are, I mean, give me one more on the Ace of Wands in reverse, because this Ace of Wands in reverse is kind of what's stopping everything. Hermit in reverse. Yeah, it's like you're avoiding family, you're withdrawing from family, or you're isolating yourself, or you're limiting yourself. You may be not really You may even be ignoring phone calls or ignoring messages. It's like you just want to be light. You just want to go have fun. You could also be waiting to hear from someone specific. So it's kind of like things are plateaued at the moment because you're waiting to hear. You're waiting to hear from someone specific. It kind of feels like if this is an individual thing, like you're waiting on something. And you feel like you can't do anything until you receive this clarity. But I feel like you can, ultimately. I don't know. Give me one more than the Two of Cups. King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, some of you guys are waiting to hear from someone that you may feel is bitter with you, okay? Or you're waiting to hear from someone that you feel like doesn't support you, even in business matters, and you're waiting. Kind of feels like you're waiting. You're waiting. I mean, someone could be doing that to you, but I feel like this is your energy because there's not really a whole lot happening. It's more so waiting to gain someone's respect, or waiting for an apology, or waiting for someone to forgive you. Waiting for someone to, some of you guys, if you're in a partnership, you're kind of waiting around hoping someone feels bad for you. And it's like, if you're in a partnership, I feel like you may be trying to get them to feel bad for you. It kind of feels like you may be making a scene. It's like you're waiting for someone to pick up what you're laying down. Like you're hurt, okay? But this person is looking at you like, I know you're hurt. Like those of you in a partnership, this person is looking at you like, I know you're hurt, but you still can't avoid this. Like it's like a very firm, no, you can't avoid this. So I don't know, Pisces. It's kind of like just, you're kind of like lottie-dying this week. Okay, just to put that out there. It kind of feels like you're lottie-dying, like avoiding something. I'm going to pull a card of advice from the tarot first. What is your advice for Pisces for the tarot? King of Wands and the Judgment. Like you got to get up and move, okay? You got to take initiative. You got to seize opportunities as they come. The Judgment is also about taking accountability, okay? Or looking at something for what it is, or doing your part in a situation, okay? But the King of Wands is very innovative, takes action, gets up and does. And when it comes to partnerships, this is someone that is willing to help, is willing to show up, is willing to do their part. And with that Judgment, there may be a level of self-awareness or accountability that you need to take into account if you want something to move forward, or on a personal level, if you want to see something in regards to your business or your job. It's like you may need to do something a little bit different, or be more innovative, or take initiative. Like this is also about having more respect for yourself when it comes to your judgments on a situation, or when it comes to how you act on a situation. Again, Judgment is all about awareness, you know, looking at a situation for what it is, taking accountability for why it is that way, doing your part to fix it. I feel like some of you guys, if you're in a partnership, you're waiting for your partner to fix something that you could fix. Is kind of what that feels like. The King of Wands is like steps in. Oh, there's a problem. Let me fix it. Not wait for this person to come fix it. Or if this is a personal thing, this is like, if you want to see growth, or if you want to see change, or if you want an opportunity, you got to do something different, or you got to take action. Some of you guys may need more confidence, or you just need to, maybe a confidence issue. But for a lot of you, this kind of feels like you're waiting, even if it's not an intimate partnership, maybe you're waiting on a friend, or you're waiting on someone else to fix something for you that you could fix. Can we get a little bit more as to what needs fixing? Again, the Five of Pentacles showed up earlier, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you guys may need to pay something, or you need to balance out a financial situation, or you need to balance out a very unfair situation. Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is saying that if you are in a relationship, Pisces, you yourself are not even doing the bare minimum in that relationship. Okay. Now, obviously, this is not for all of you, and this could be completely reversed. So please use your own discernment. But you know if you know. So some of you guys, it's like needing to like balance out your relationships or balance out a financial situation. Some of you guys may be spending more than you're making, that type of energy. Because what needs to be fixed, Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles in reverse. And I feel like this is someone that's trying to help you with that, but it's like they're starting to become fed up. Some of you, it's just a matter of paying something. Or it's like if you are starting a business with that King of Wands, or if it's recommended to, you know, don't feel like you have to go all in before you even start making money, like small steps kind of thing. I don't know, but you could be dealing with a Virgo. We have Aquarius. Virgo or Aquarius, Pisces. We do have emotions, aging, religion, and spirituality. Okay. Body changes, get some rest. I know some of you guys are having a hard time with body changes, and there's someone here trying to help you, and it's like you're having a hard time just taking accountability for something. I don't know, emotions. Maybe you're just emotional this week. And I don't know about you, but when I get emotional, sometimes I'm super irrational, or I think like everything's a big deal, or I'm like, oh my God, I need to go get surgery. Or I just think about like, I just become irrational. Or I think really irrational. So it kind of feels like maybe you're just emotional this week, and it's like you're thinking really irrationally. And it's like you're not thinking of like the obvious of how you could just resolve it over time. Or I don't know, this because this is saying get some rest. Religion and spirituality. I don't know. This could also have something to do with maturing with aging. So it's like there may be something here that like you used to handle a certain way, but it's like now it's time to mature or grow up or something like that. Even if you're 80, it's like we're always growing or needing to do things differently sometimes. So it's like maybe just something isn't working anymore in your relationship, and someone's kind of had enough. Not that they don't love you, because the love's still there, but you're looking at it, oh, you don't love me then. Well, no, that's not true. So I feel like someone's kind of giving you tough love this week, Pisces, is what this feels like. And I feel like you may kind of be emotional about it, or have a little bit of a fit, or feel like, oh, you're so insensitive. And it's like you may be waiting for them to see it from a different side. I don't feel like they are. I feel like they're holding their ground with that Queen of Wands. And again, you could be the one saying this to this person. Could be the other way around too. Okay. So yeah, I hope that helps you guys. Okay. Yeah, you could be dealing with a Leo though too, because Leo, I feel like, was the one step, basically the opposite person. It doesn't have to be that. But I'm gonna go to here, guys. So I need to be more disciplined. This sounds more about me too. Yeah, I'm gonna go to here. I love you, and all the best. Bye.